Well, good morning. I am going to take you on a little journey of morning chores. I'm running a little bit late this morning, so the cows are getting anxious. It's amazing how quickly they pick up on a routine. I still haven't had time to make a bottle holder, and feeding 3 is a little bit cumbersome, but we're going to get through it. Maybe today, I don't think I have anything planned for this afternoon, so maybe before the evening feeding, I'll have time to get one made. I did something out of the ordinary today, which is I had breakfast before my animals did. Don't look down on me. You've done it too. All right. These new bottles are tough. All right, let's go do this. I think whatever I build, I believe we're gonna mount right here. So I'm gonna feed them here. Come on, girl. I'm gonna grab this third one. There, that worked out pretty good. It doesn't take these calves long to go through this 2-quart bottle. I would say if you cut the nipple open a little bit so they can get more out, it takes them 3 to 4 minutes maybe to drink this. No milk for you. That little low-line cross, which is the one closest to the camera, she's the bully of the bunch. That's actually not a bad way to feed. I don't even know if I'll need to build a feeder. Let's get down here to the rabbits. And I am no expert on rabbits. I have a friend of mine coming over in a couple of weeks. He knows a lot more about rabbits than me, but I told him I've been trying to breed these first-time does. If the does aren't breeding, one of the things that he suggested is if the does aren't breeding, then swap their cages for a couple of hours or overnight, something like that. And sometimes that increases the chances of the does being willing to let them breed. So we are going to do that now. So we'll let them smell around, and they're sniffing everything. So we'll let them do their business, and we will go take care of some chickens. Babe, as soon as I'm done feeding this morning, this is getting cleaned up. Let's go see how our little chickadees are doing. As always, they're starving. I've just been moving these guys a half a tractor a day. I'm gonna go ahead and top off their water. Come on, chickadees. See how these fellers are doing. I'll fill their water this evening. Just got this one water to top off. Chicks, they don't really like this tall grass. This is where the chicken tractors were. And of course I bush hogged all that in front, so I couldn't get around this area. So I don't know if I'm going to buy any more meat birds. About 3 weeks ago, I just put 23 in the freezer, and we've had 2, 3, maybe 4 or equivalent to that. We didn't cook the whole birds, but the reason I say that is we typically eat probably 70 to 80 chickens a year. So I did 23 the first time. I ordered 35, 3 died in shipping and 1 died in the brooder. So that's 31, that's 52, 53 chickens we'll have in the freezer. But I just bought a Wagyu steer. It's the first time I've had this meat. It was about 1,200 pounds. I bought a half, and I would suggest to you never buying a Wagyu steer, because once you have it, you'll never want anything else. I've never tasted meat that tastes so good. It's unbelievable. Come on. Stubborn little fella today. Oh, he's limping a little bit. Come on. Other side. What'd you do to your foot? So this is the time of day where our normal routine is to take Beans for a walk right now, but I need a hip replacement. I take the gator, let him do the run, but I don't know, his foot, he looked like he was limping a little bit. Come on. Yeah, he's got quite a limp. Usually he goes about 16 to 18 miles an hour. He's hanging out right at about 10 right now. Beans, come. The interstate's right there, dummy. Come on. Oh, there's a deer. Feeling a little better now. I'm about 16, but he picked up the scent of those deer pretty early. He's been a little distracted. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but you know, he's only been back for 3 days. You see the Beans come. You see how thin he is, you can actually see his ribs. He needs to put on a few pounds. Come on, front seat. Front seat. Good boy. Stay. All right. All right, it's been a couple of hours, so we are going to introduce the bucks and the does again. We're gonna switch them up this time. Yesterday, we had that doe in with the older buck. You guys are a little feisty this morning. See what we have here. This doe's been getting a little feisty, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that. There's not any breeding going on. I'm gonna stop and fill some water. I'm gonna leave the camera going so I can catch any nonsense. I'm gonna put a second waterer in with these 3 bunnies. They go through that water pretty quickly. I'm gonna have to get, well, a couple more, but I don't particularly like these waterers because they're much harder to fill. That serves for a good backup. All right, well, it doesn't look like anything's gonna happen, but another thing you can try, and I always keep a little bit of apple cider vinegar out here. I keep it mainly for the chickens when I first get them. I'm gonna have to bring some more out. Another failed breeding session. I'm going to film this process every day. Look at that little gray bunny. She's kind of cute. She got a bunch of water on her. But I think I'm going to film this twice a day, in the morning and in the evening. That way, either I can contact, well, my buddy's coming in a couple of weeks, maybe contact the lady I bought the rabbits from and see what I'm doing wrong, or maybe the rabbits aren't ready. They're both over 6 months and both over 8 pounds. They look good, they're healthy, they're eating good, so maybe it's just not time. Come on, Beans. All right, and the only thing I have to do this afternoon, I'm going to put the sheep in with the goats and give the cows access to all this. I need to clean that water too. All right, so we are front seat. So there's my morning chores, and that takes me, depends, if I'm in a hurry, I can get all the morning feeding done, the cleaning, all of that. I can get that done in an hour and a half. On longer days, if everything needs water, the chickens, if the waterers need cleaned out and a full move, maybe the feeders need cleaned, it can take 2.5 hours or so. And it's really challenging to try to make a living off owning a small farm. I would say nearly impossible, especially to someone just getting started. So my wife and I, we've always been into buying and selling antiques or buying and selling different things. About 8 months ago, when we decided to move here, we were going to buy a antique booth, but we just do not have the time to be at a store 40 to 50 hours a week. So we rented a booth, and that's been doing pretty good. It gives us cash every month to kind of live. It buys our groceries, buys all of that. Now, our groceries aren't a lot because we have a lot of canned stuff. Plus, we process the chickens. We have the beef from the Wagyu. So it's kind of funny. I've been offered 3 different jobs from when I last quit my other to move here. And every time I've left it up to my wife if she wants me to go back to work. Because, we don't have a lot of disposable income. And anything that we do make typically goes right back into this place. Thankfully, every time she said, no, she'd rather have me home. So I'm thankful for that because eventually we should be able to turn a little bit of a profit here. I'm considering selling chickens, selling the meat birds. I don't know if I want to deal with all of that or not, but I know I get a lot of requests to sell the birds and I don't. I give a lot away, but I don't sell any. I typically give the full birds away just because I don't want to operate a food bank here. But, if I hear somebody's struggling or somebody's hurt and can't work, I usually supply some food. Between me and you, I'm not going to give up any of that Wagyu meat, but I'll give them all the chickens they want. I'm going to go in and get this video edited and get it posted. I think I'm going to post every day until those rabbits get bred. We'll see what that looks like. But as always, thanks for watching. Beans, come.